Guys, and welcome to another episode of Snipe or Fail. Today we are taking a look at the other brand new blaster, which is the Aeon Pro X, and we'll see what it can do against the challenge. If you don't know the rules, how it works is I have 18 rounds, 18 round magazine, to take down as many cups as I can, moving up from 25 feet intervals. So we start out at 25 feet. If I hit one cup, I at least have to hit one cup to move back to the next one, which is then 50, then 75, then 100. So with that, we gotta see what this guy can do. Overall, what am I gonna do with this guy is I'm gonna use its star barrel that it came with, just because that's what it came with. That's the only reason I'm using it. And then I'm also using this cool, worker stock. Don't worry why it's painted. You'll actually probably see the blaster that this stock is from eventually on this list. But because I just ranked, the two new ones, going to rank them, I'm going to move on to the old ones, because I have both the old Nexus Pro and the Aeon Pro. So we'll see how that goes, but overall, this guy's definitely going to be interesting, and we'll see how this thing going to work. And yeah, the iron sight I'm going to keep on just because that's how it is, but to be honest, that might get in the way. Also, just priming it, because I have to prime it up top, won't be that fun, just because it will get in the way also, and it will move the blaster a little. And yeah, also, the same thing that's going to get in the way that the Nexus Pro X did was the barrel is so far down compared to the sight, so I have to automatically correct it on my first 2 or 3 shots just to be able to fix it. And like the Nexus Pro X, I have had no real practice with this guy whatsoever, so we will see how that will go with no practice, because this isn't a scientific test. This is a challenge. That's what this will be. I'm not trying to do some sort of scientific, get it down to the absolute nanometer. No. This is just for fun. I use the fresher starts that I can use, that I have anyways. And with that, not more to really say. Why don't we just get on to the challenge, shall we? And see what the Aeon Pro X can really do. Alright guys. Here we go. Again, 18 rounds, 25 feet, the Aeon Pro X. We'll see how this goes. Not bad. This thing's off for the races already. Are we getting all 10 with this one? Maybe. Come on, stop dancing around it. Hit it. Come on. There we go. That might be it. Nope. I'm impressed. 8 out of 10 did better than the Aeon Pro. Wait, the Nexus Pro X. Never mind. Aeon Pro did better than Nexus Pro X. Crazy. Pretty dang good at 25 feet. Let's move back to 50, see what it does, shall we? Alright, we are back at 50 feet now, and like the other one, have had no practice with this. I just put a few rounds through it at a football field, just have some fun to see how far they went, but that's about it. I did not practice at all for this guy. So let's see what I can do at 50, shall we? This is not going well. Not going well at all. Finally. Finally. It almost didn't make it to 75 feet. Well, looks like this thing sucks at 50 feet. And that's it. Good showing for the first half. Bad showing for 50 feet. I got no clue what it's going to do at 75 feet. You got one can. It barely made it, guys. Woof. Let's just move on to 75. Aeon Pro X at 75 feet. Not looking forward to this, but we'll give it a shot, shall we? Glasses off. And here we go. It's really the reticle. I can't see anything over it. Does it even reach? Okay, there we go. Okay, I only hit one of those. So actually one is actually pretty impressive. Oh, come on, that was so close. Well, I am honestly, that was better than the Nexus Pro X for sure. It was way better than Nexus Pro X for just hitting at this range, just because I could actually tell where the rounds were going. We got one, not 2-1, but with that, again, barely moves on, but let's head back to 100 feet, shall we? Alright guys, it's time for the final round. Sorry, That's so, I don't think you can even see those cans, but they're far out there. Hot tub's in the way, 100 feet's a lot. But let's give it our best shot. Let's see if we can hit one can, if any. Short. Still short. Over. Oh, that's right there. I shot 2 shots in the exact same way, and one went all the way to the lime can, and the other was at the dang orange can. Oh, that was close. Well, still none at 100 feet, but I gave it my best shot. Some were pretty close. Some bounced off the actual, thing. But with that, overall this guy did worse than the Nexus Pro. Well, let's get to the recap, shall we? So how did the Aeon Pro X do? Overall, it is now second place with a total of 25%, because the Nexus Pro ended up getting 30%. Overall, the Aeon Pro got 10 cups, which Nexus Pro got 12. It got 8 cups at 25 feet, which is the best so far, but then it really fell off at 50 feet with only 1 cup. Also another 1 cup tying the Nexus Pro at 75 feet, and still, no one has scored anything at 100 feet yet, which hopefully there'll be a blaster. We'll see, but this is the rankings so far, and this is how I'm going to move forward with my list. After we took a look at this guy right here, well, it is very, very interesting. Even though this is just the second episode, it is very, very interesting, because this thing did pretty dang well at 25 feet, nailing almost all the cans. And then the 9th can that didn't hit, it was dancing around that one too, which was crazy. So overall, it did better than Nexus Pro at shorter distance. But right when we got to 50 feet, it was over. The bullets were just... They weren't even all over the place. Like, they just danced around the cans. Like, all those rounds I shot were just dancing all around the can. It was crazy. I couldn't hit it. It was right there every single shot. Eventually, actually, I was able to hit one. That'd be crazy if this thing was out before I even made it to 75 feet. But yeah, the difference between the two, the Aeon Pro and the Nexus Pro, is 50 feet. It's just not... there. It's just weird. If it was a person, yeah, you could absolutely hit that person, but we are doing very, very small targets. So if you're trying to do a target type thing, I don't think this guy is for you. But even so, it still did just as well at 75 feet compared to the Nexus Pro X, which is still baffling to me because I thought I was going to miss every single shot. I actually liked using this one more. Well, the reason why was because I used the red darts instead of the black ones, so I could actually see where it was going. At 75 feet, I was still trying to aim somewhat, but I was still like aiming, firing, and then looking up to see where the dart actually went. And then at 100 feet, I just wasn't. You can't aim at 100 feet with this guy. I had to angle to hit this thing at 100 feet. So I was angling and just seeing directly of the dart, which still did not help, but it came the closest to hitting anything at 100 feet. It was bouncing off the platform where the cans were, and it was great. Overall, very fun. Do I recommend picking this guy up? Actually, yeah. I actually enjoy this guy. I think it's just as good as the Nexus Pro for its price. Nexus Pro X for its price. I think it's really good. The one thing I like more than this guy has that the other one doesn't offer is they both offer Slam Fire. But for some reason, I just like this Slam Fire more because you just... like, I think that's just funner. The Top Prime Slam Fire. And with that, thanks for watching another episode of Snipe or Fail. I hope to see you next time, because next time we are looking at the old versions of these blasters and see what they can do. But with that, hope to see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.